say remix.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to United View. We're back already just as the other game finishes. We're back. It's another last 16 game. It's the final last 16 game at the 2022 FIFA World Cup, fresh on the heels of the big upset, the surprise. We were looking for a surprise and we got one. Yes, Spain are out. Morocco eliminates Spain on penalties, but could we be about to witness another surprise because we're watching Portugal versus Switzerland, the final last 16 game, as I mentioned, at this World Cup, and no Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo, confirmed, has been dropped. We'll talk all about it, but first, before we get into anything in this match, thank you for joining. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe as well, bottom right hand corner. Remember, you can join the UV Members Club. Links in the video description. It's also the pinned comment in the live chat. But before we get into this match view, this show is brought to you by Fresh Ego Kid. Fresh Ego FC will be, for the third year, facilitating the annual Community Giveback for Campaign for Change to provide an essential hamper and gifts to families from low-income, vulnerable and at-risk families. This year, Fresh Ego FC is partnering with Anthony Joshua's charity Clean Herts Community. This year, especially with global inflation and fuel poverty, those families, along with other families, will struggle to provide the basics this Christmas and holiday period. Last year, through donations, Fresh Ego FC was able to give back to 120 families. This year, they expect to be supporting more than 350 families. So as always, guys, a really well-worthy cause. And to get a bit more information on it, here's a message, as always, from Anthony Joshua.
People, I hope you're good. So the festive period is fast approaching, and what I've come to realise is that a lot of people are actually unsure on how to kind of connect with communities and give back. So what I've done is my organisation has teamed up with another organisation to do some projects where we're going to be doing community work and spending time in communities and doing some give back projects, right? So we want to raise some funds, we want to get some items because it's going to be rolled out across the whole year as well. This ain't just a one-stop shop. So if you want to get involved, follow the link, follow the Instagram page, the social pages for more info, and your help will be appreciated. We'll be there, I'll be there. It'll be a big community day. Don't worry about that, Leaf. And yeah, we appreciate your support fully, yeah? God bless, be safe, and I'll catch up with you all soon.
Words from Anthony Joshua there, and as always, guys, if you do wish to get involved, if you do want to donate, if you do want just to find out some more information, all of the info is in the video description. Links to donate, links to email, you name it. It's a well-worthy cause, especially as we get closer and closer to Christmas, especially as we're now entering these winter months in this holiday period. Right, let's talk team news, because some big significant team news, especially when it comes to Manchester United players and ex-Manchester United players as well, because Cristiano Ronaldo has been dropped. In addition to that, though, Cancelo has also been dropped. So let's get into this Portugal side that's going to be facing off against Switzerland in the last 16 this evening at the World Cup. In goal, Diogo Costa, Marcel's favourite player. A back four, and it's a 4-3-3 formation, but a back four that consists of Guerrero, Diaz, Pepe, and replacing Cancelo, Manchester United's Diogo Dalot. Yes, Diogo Dalot replaces Cancelo at right back. A midfield three, that is Bernardo Silva, William Carvalho, and Otavio. But again, no Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes, Manchester United's Bruno Fernandes, is in the front three along with João Felix, and Ramos replaces Ronaldo. So no Cristiano Ronaldo this evening. Rumours are running rampant that he has fallen out with the Portugal coach, Fernando Santos, after he was substituted against South Korea. And reportedly, according to the translation, I was just watching this before I went live, he said something to the effect of, "You couldn't substitute me quick enough," or something like that. Now, Santos did mention in his press conference prior to the game that he wasn't happy with Ronaldo's reaction, and there were rumours he might drop him for this game, and that's exactly what he's done. It's a big call, and it seems somewhat familiar, doesn't it? This does ring a bell. Ronaldo being dropped or put on the bench and not being happy. That sounds familiar. Another interview. Is he going to stay the whole game? I don't know. But he's been warming up with the substitutes. And as always now, the story isn't necessarily Portugal versus Switzerland. It's now Ronaldo on the bench. Nevertheless, for Portugal in goal, they've got the experienced goalkeeper Jan Sommer. Of course, been recently linked to Manchester United. Was linked to United in the summer. Has been linked to us again because his contract is expiring with Borussia Mönchengladbach, as we are seemingly on the hunt for a new keeper, or at least rumours surrounding David De Gea's future continue. A back four of Rodriguez, Akanji, Cher and Fernandes. In front of them, you've got Arsenal's Granit Xhaka, Frula. In front of them, you've got Vargas, Sau and Shaqiri. And up front, Mbolo, who, of course, has played quite well in this tournament as well. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know your predictions. Let me know your Ronaldo points of view. Let me know where you're watching from as well. As always, with these solo match views, we'll get your comments up on the screen. Be sure to smash a like on the like button as well. See if we can get to 50 before the game even kicks off. That would be incredible as well. King of the Indies is in the chat as always. Says Ayo. Takado says hi. Chef Charles says another interview coming. Joel says, never stop the grind, Owen. I appreciate everything you do. Big up from San Diego, California. Big up for tuning in. Big up yourself, Joel. King of the Indie says Troy is somewhere for you. I haven't seen a lot of Troy recently. I peeped my head in. I think it was to... I can't remember whose stream it was the other day. It was someone's, and I saw Troy in the comments. There is Ronaldo, bib on because he's on the substitutes bench. We don't obviously hear the pre-match interview from the manager, so I wonder what has been said. But Ronaldo on the bench, and it's funny, you see the the Portuguese players he's sitting next to. Look at the pictures. Oh my goodness! Look at all those cameras taking pictures of Ronaldo, because that's the story. It's incredible. And look, I know that when you talk about Ronaldo, you get all of this drama. I know, whatever. But I'm just so glad that United are rid of it. Not because I hate Ronaldo, not because I'm a Ronaldo hater, but it's not sustainable, that level of drama every single week and stuff going wrong. And and it is somewhat quite sad because look, this is a guy that's coming towards the end of his career, and he just can't. He just can't handle it for whatever reason, Because let's face it, his reaction in that South Korea game was odd because Portugal were through anyway. It was a game that teammates of his were being rested as well. Bruno Fernandes wasn't playing. Bernardo Silva was on the bench as well, and. I mean, what did they get when they got told they were on the bench? Did they throw that reaction as well? So what makes... I don't know. I don't know. I'm glad that's over. Seemingly, he's near enough agreed a deal to go to Saudi Arabia. Good for him. But again, it's going to be a thing that now dominates this match. Frankly, you could argue maybe it makes Portugal better in this match, right? It could. Bruno Fernandes is there in the tunnel. Bruno Fernandes, as Paolo said. Big up Paolo. He's going to be on the match view tomorrow for the Manchester United friendly, of course. A reminder, we will be live from UVHQ tomorrow for another match view. The match view is coming thick and fast this week as Manchester United face Cadiz in the first friendly of their warm weather camp there in Spain. So I'm going to be joined by Paolo and Marcel in UVHQ tomorrow. Very much looking forward to that. So seeing Manchester United play, we've seen penalties, we've seen extra time, we've seen Ronaldo be dropped. We've seen it all today. It's been a wild game, and this game hasn't even started. Now, this time yesterday, when I did the Brazil-South Korea game, I was excited because we were coming off a penalty shootout then, and then, to be honest, it kind of was over in about 17 minutes or something like that. It was over very, very fast, wasn't it? I don't know if we're going to see the same today. Don't rule out Switzerland. We could see an upset in this one. Switzerland, of course, eliminated the world champions France at the Euros last year, as the teams are just making their way out onto the pitch. So going to be an interesting one, certainly. I mean, as Ronaldo played his last game of this World Cup, if Portugal are out, that's it. He hasn't missed or not been played in a group stage game, in a knockout game, at a major competition since Euro 2008. Yeah. Portugal is having the first national anthem, but they've still got a very strong bench in Portugal. They've got Cristiano Ronaldo, Andre Silva, Rafael Leao, Vitinha, Ruben Neves, João Cancelo. Mateus Nunes. They've still got quality players. And considered by many, still one of the favourites. They've got a very good squad, quality players. Cristiano Ronaldo still singing the national anthem, smiling. It's insane. His face went on the big screen and the crowd started cheering. Wild. Big game for Diogo Dalot this evening as well, replacing Cancelo. Come on, Diogo. But can Switzerland pull off an upset? I think it's possible. I really do think so. Bruno Fernandes, who of course has been excellent at this tournament. Been in form for Manchester United this year as well. Bruno Fernandes. Just wild that literally the crowd went crazy when they just showed Ronaldo's face on the screen as the national anthem of Switzerland plays. Switzerland's national anthem sounds a bit like Happy Birthday at the start, doesn't it? They got good players though. Ricardo Rodriguez, Akanji, Cher, Granit Xhaka, Arsenal's favourite player again. Just Josh Media, graphics guru, visual ninja in the chat. Says, come on the Swiss. This might be a bit of a surprise to you, but Josh isn't a massive fan of Ronaldo. Big an Arsenal fan. But he also doesn't like Roger Federer either. So he says, come on the Swiss, but he doesn't like one of their greatest exports. One of the greatest, if not the greatest tennis player of all time. Some would say he's a disgrace and he's a cheat. I speak whale says no Ronaldo and a lot of celebration there. Do you speak whale? King of the Indies is on João Felix watch. And Josh says he hates Ronaldo more than anyone. How do you really feel though? You hide your emotions very well. Granit Xhaka's having an excellent season at Arsenal. I saw Ian Wright before the game. He said that Arsenal's player of the season, while Saliba's been playing well, it's Granit Xhaka. I thought that's a bold statement. And I don't mean that in terms of he's a bold guy. I mean that's a bold guy making a statement. It's a statement that is bold, not a statement made by someone who is bold physically. I just thought it was a big statement. There you go. And ironically, Ian Wright's a bit of a small guy, so getting lost in my metaphors there. He might be right, maybe. But we're 2 minutes away from kickoff. Will we see another upset? Will we see more extra time and penalties? This the 7th game in 2 weeks in this stadium, which is what stadium is it? It's the Lusail Stadium. So the team news once again: Guerrero, Diaz, Pepe, Dalot, Carvalho, Otavio, Bernardo Silva, Felix, Ramos, and Bruno Fernandes. And of course Diogo Costa in goal. Switzerland: Sommer, Rodriguez, Akanji, Cher, Fernandes, Granit Xhaka captains aside, Frula, Vargas, Sau, Shaqiri, and Mbolo. So can we have more upsets? Can we have more shocks? Anything's possible. Could we have extra time and penalties once again? We saw a Panenka earlier. A Panenka winner nonetheless. Oh, it was special. I lost my mind. I did. I got very excited during that penalty shootout. I mean, I can't believe they literally missed every penalty, Spain. It was incredible. Bruno Fernandes, 5 goals in his last 5 matches for Portugal. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're off. We're underway. The last 16 game. It's the last 16 game. The final game in the round of 16 is underway. Portugal versus Switzerland. Match number 56 of 64 in the World Cup. We're getting to the business end of the competition. The favourite part of the competition. Get my teams up in front of me so I actually know who the players are. Such as Ruben Dias. Will he be joining his fellow City brethren, such as Laporte and Rodri, on the flight home to Manchester from Qatar? Hopefully they play better football than Spain, because that Spain game for a while, it was dull, very dull. And there he is once again, Infantino. Once per game, unlimited power. Today I feel Sith. Every single game he comes on the screen, doesn't he? Every single time in his giant golden throne. Bizarre. Ball lost though. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. What a player he is. Guerrero. Viva la Raza. Otavio. Pepe. 39 years old, Pepe, I believe. Carvalho. Pepe. Switch. Over to Guerrero. Cuts it back nicely. Here's João Felix. Oh, Bruno tried to turn. Cleared. King of the Indie says Jan Sommer versus Diogo Costa in the Marseille derby. Well, his two favourites. He's actually on the Morning View tomorrow, actually. Let's make a note of that. I'll make a note of that for the Morning View. Sommer versus Costa. There you go. That'll be a point tomorrow. Yeah, we are going to be live tomorrow, 9 a.m. Myself and Marcel. But Fernando Santos makes the big call to drop Cristiano Ronaldo. But here's Akanji. Elson Fernandez puts the ball up the line. Oh! And Bolo's gone down holding his face, saying Ruben Dias smacked him. It's just not a good view, but he's not happy, is he, Mbolo? I didn't think it was that bad. I thought Diaz just kind of ushered him out like that. Let's have a look. Oof. He does catch him a bit though, to be fair. Oof. It is a bit of a nasty one actually. He's not happy, Mbolo. He's not happy at all. He's saying he got elbowed in the face, Mbolo. I don't think he would. I don't think he did. Jangi says Portugal 2, Switzerland 1. Nutty Oppressor says, do you think he'll come on? What, Ronaldo? At some point, I think. I bet Piers has been on the phone. Oh, you know he has. And even if he hasn't, he says he will be. I spoke to him. I'm surprised he doesn't say it during matches. I just spoke to him. He's on the pitch. No, you haven't. Liar. 4 minutes gone though. Still 0-0. I do feel like this won't be a 0-0 game. I'd be surprised if this was a 0-0 game, to be honest. I feel like there are goals in this one. Still could go to extra time and penalties, of course, but I wouldn't be shocked if this one does end in 90 minutes. Here's Carvalho. Pepe. Costa. Costa. Puts the ball up the pitch. Wasn't the best kick. Here's Mbolo. He's got a chance. Oh, I thought he was just going to... He still might have a shot. Wins a corner. It came from a bad kick. Marcel, are you watching? Are you watching, Marcel? Mbolo, he had a chance. Blocked in the end by Pepe. Goes out for a corner. Corner to Switzerland. Mbolo's up. Akanji. Short corner. Short corners are all the rage, aren't they? Ball put in once again. It comes to the edge. Referees are going to give a free kick, does. David, you're too much. Happy to see CR7 being rested. Players need to be protected and not get overplayed with too much game time. The bitter media spreads false info, propaganda as usual. In this case, that CR7 is benched. I tell you what, the time to rest a player is in the last 16 of the World Cup. Especially after you rested him by taking him off against South Korea when you're already through. Rest, a lot of rest. And he needs a lot of the rest because he's been playing so many games for Manchester United. Yeah. Here's Costa. Long ball up the pitch. Xhaka. That might be a foul on Xhaka, no? Rodriguez. Well, certainly the atmosphere in the stadium isn't as loud as it was for the Morocco game earlier on. It was absolutely amazing, that atmosphere. Poor clearance by Cher. Fabian Cher, not the singer. That would be a turn up for the Bucks. Jan Sommer. Look at that. Granit Xhaka and Jan Sommer just playing around Portuguese attackers like they're not even there. Jan Sommer. Sommer in the summertime. Here's Shaqiri. Little flick. Goes out for a Switzerland throw-in. Oh, just goes through the legs there. Be sure to smash a like on the like button, guys. See if we can get to 100 likes before half time. Got 165 watching. And be sure to subscribe, bottom right hand corner, if you are new. Carvalho, ball over the top. Dealt with by Rodriguez. Here's Xhaka. Sommer. I just know I was right. I could do, you know, when you're just like, you've been talking about a player and you've been going back and forth with someone about him. Like now with this Sommer thing, every time someone touches the ball, I can just hear Marcel in my ear. They going like, "Is a very good passer." That's the level of distribution that we need. The game has evolved, Owen. Sommer is a good player. I've been seeing his warm ups. His warm ups are very, very good. He might be at the same level as Dubravka. Here is Sommer. Passes the ball to Akanji. Travels with the ball. Shaqiri went for a dummy there. Didn't work out. Diaz. Throw into Switzerland, though. Or it might be to Portugal. I thought it was to... It's to Portugal, yes. 9 minutes gone, still 0-0. Bit of a slow start, this one. Again, the atmosphere is a bit flat, to be honest. Referee's just having a word with... not sure who that is. It's Mbolo. He wants a foul. He's gone down. Referee says no. Play on. Fernandez. Cher. Goes all the way back to Sommer. And yeah, very, very flat. It doesn't feel like a last 16 game. It must be said. You know, sometimes, or a knockout game, you have that sort of pressure and that atmosphere, and it's just quite flat. Here's Freuler. Vargas. Ten minutes gone. 0-0. Freuler to Shaqiri. Shaqiri once again. Goes back to Rodriguez. And surprisingly, Switzerland having a lot of the ball. Nice little switch. Here's Fernandez. Left-footed in the box. Aim for the back post, over hit. But good play from Switzerland. They're playing pretty well. Again, 10 minutes in, they've had the majority of the ball. Portugal have done all of nothing, to be honest. Switzerland look like they're actually playing free at the back. They might actually have wing-backs instead. Oh, it's a heavy touch. It's a heavy touch. Ruben Diaz, oh, nearly makes a mistake. Just cleared. Shaqiri was sniffing around it. I thought it was going to be a free kick, but they played advantage there. This game's really flat. Really, really flat. There's like no atmosphere in it at all. Rodriguez. To switch it over to Fernandez, went over his head. There you go. There's some claps going now in the stadium. Just starting to reverberate around. Get some noise going. Otavio. Space to run into. Dallo, he couldn't get into it. Rodriguez just had the head start. Sommer, that's a bad kick. I'm telling you, both the keepers so far. A huge collapse around Steve. Now it's starting to get something. Now it's starting to build up some atmosphere. That's a bit better. Bernardo Silva. Dallo, ball over the top to Otavia. Dealt with by Rodriguez. Here's Mbolo. Oh, it's a short pass. Fernandez deals with it really well, though. And wins the throw. Good play. And put all the way back to Costa in the goal. Well, you know, it's a bit dull when we're getting a Narcos reference on commentary. Jeez Louise. Is he trying to suggest... I was going to say, what's the commentator suggesting? Wow. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Switch over to Pepe. Otavio. And to João Felix. Bruno Fernandes plays a 1-2 with João Felix. Fernandes on the ball once again. Bernardo Silva. Fernandes. Switch to Pepe. Just nods it to Otavio. And now you can see that Switzerland are playing a back five, yeah. The formation that they had was a 4-2-3-1, and it's not right. They're playing a back five. Ball into the box. Oh, nearly to João Felix. Now, now's the time to counter-attack. Fernandez is going to run down the right-hand side for Switzerland. Mbolo comes short. Turns. Mbolo. Oh, he just shrugged him off. See you later. Who was that? Down the left-hand side now. Vargas. Tries to go past the player. Doesn't. Goes out for a Switzerland throw-in. This needs to get going a little bit, doesn't it? Good challenge by Diogo Dallo. Diogo Dallo. Obviously having an absolutely fantastic season at Manchester United. Diogo Dallo. Diogo Dallo. But still, it's going to be an interest. I do think there are goals in this game, though. Switch by Akanji. Vargas jumped up for the header. A throw given to Portugal. Be sure to smash a like on the like button, guys. 42 likes away from 100. The aim is to get there before half-time. We did hit the targets in the like targets in the last game, but we were a bit late with them. We got there because of the penalties and the extra time. We can get there early. I believe in all of you. There's Bernardo Silva. It's a big pitch, isn't it? But I would say Switzerland have been the better team in the early stages here. They've settled better. We haven't seen really any of the flair players from Portugal. And this kind of sums it up. The crowd have now divulged into a Mexican wave because that's more entertaining than what's happening on the pitch. Here's João Felix. Of course, heavily linked to United, João Felix. Available for £100 million in January, João Felix. Bruno Fernandes tried to force a ball through to Ramos. Didn't work out. João Felix, good touch. Guerrero. Oh, that's a good ball. It's a good ball. Bernardo Silva cuts it back. Cleared by Rodriguez. Is that going to be a throw-in to Portugal? Throw-in by Guerrero. João Felix nearly gets in there. Oh, it's a goal! What a goal! Oh my goodness me! Ramos has scored for Portugal. It's an absolute screamer. He's just absolutely leathered it past. He's blasted it past the goalkeeper. Sommer never saw it. Sommer never saw it. Oh my goodness. It came from absolutely nothing. The 21-year-old has absolutely smashed it. Ronaldo's replacement scores an absolute screamer. He just turns and shoots. He just leathers it into the roof of the net. What a goal that is. Absolutely incredible. He blows the gun because it's absolutely shocking. Oh, wow, wow, wow. How has that got in? Ronaldo who? Look at this. It just comes from nothing. Just turns and shoots. I mean, to be fair, defensively, it's too easy to turn. It's too easy to have the shot. He gets the shot away, but it just goes into the roof of the net. Sommer's just standing with his hands in the air. Look at this. Oh, wow. It's just a rocket. Sommer can't believe it. Sommer's smiling. I don't know what for. He can't believe it. Wow. Someone's starting to look like a proper Man United goalkeeper there. Beating at the near post. Wow. Marcel, where are you? Ronaldo benched, and his replacement, Ramos, puts Portugal 1-0 up in the last 16 against Switzerland. As I said I felt there were goals in this game, and Gonzalo Ramos. Wow. Marcel. But 1-0. And that was, I think, it's Portugal's first shot of the game. Came absolutely out of nowhere. One shot, one goal. That's all you need. And now, if they do go through, is Ronaldo playing the next game? Because his replacement scored. Wow. I mean, look, he's absolutely leathered the ball. There's got to be questions over the goalkeeper that happening. And two, I would say the defenders, how have you let him have that shot? But incredible. Here's Mbolo, who does look quite lively in this game so far. Carvalho. Ball ricochets a little bit. Nice pirouette there from Switzerland. Oh, let's give her a free kick. No, referee. Oh, look at Pepe. Look at him. He's rolling around. He's lost his calf by all accounts, the way he's rolling. Just gets trodden on his foot. It's a foul. Just gets trodden on the foot. Just another replay of this goal here. It's definitely onside. There's no doubt about that. But he just takes a touch. And again, it may be too easy for him to turn and shoot, but oh my, wow. I'd love to know some stats about the speed of that one, because it's got to be the speed that beats Sommer in the goal, because it's near post and it's in the roof of the net. Wow. Marcel, where are you? I'll send him a message. Because he did send me one before kickoff. I've just put Sommer is good. LOL. If he messages me back quick, I'll call him. Here come Portugal again. Guerrero. Cuts the ball back. Oof. It was heavily hit, it must be said. Some of the defender now from Switzerland is not looking great. Dallo. Switch over to Guerrero once again. Nice 1-2. Guerrero. Lays it off. Half volley. Straight down the throat of Sommer. It was Otavio. But slick football by Portugal. And I tell you what, it's good play from Ramos, actually. The striker, once again. Good defensive hold-up play. Brings the attacker into the game. What a way to announce yourself. Throw into Switzerland. Dover says, whereas Marcel wanted Sommer over David. Well. Be sure to smash a like on the like button, guys. 31 likes away from 100. We can get to 100 before half time. 214 watching. Ball over the top. It's towards Ramos again. He's going to shoot. Oh, I tell you what. I thought he was going to take that. I thought he was going to curl that to the bottom right-hand corner. It's good play by João Felix. But Ramos just takes it inside. If anything, he should probably give it to Bruno Fernandes. Because he takes the shot. If he looks up, he could give it to Bruno. Bruno's free. And Bruno is a bit furious. But as a striker, he's always going to take the shot. It's good play by Akanji. Here's Freuler. Vargas. Down the left-hand side for Switzerland. Tries to put the cross in. And Carvalho now trying to start a counter-attack for. Good touch by Ramos. Oh, it's a free kick to Switzerland. Good couple of touches. Good couple of touches from Ramos. A goal. Good hold-up play. Who does he play for? Plays for Benfica. Only 21. 21, born for Benfica, plays for Benfica. How much is he worth on transfer market? They say 24 million euros. January. How many goals has he got for Benfica? Let's check this out. He's played 45 games. He's got 20 goals. So nearly a goal every 2 games. Not bad. Not bad. Be worth a lot now. Wow, Ramos watch it is, folks. We need a striker in January. Let's not get too excited. He only scored 1 goal in this game. 20 goals, 45 games ain't bad. Fabian share those down now for Switzerland. But Cher looks like he's gone down. It might be with an injury, but actually they were just saying on commentary that Switzerland have had quite a lot of problems with illness over the last few days. At one point, they even turned the air conditioning off inside their hotel because they thought that might be a part of it. They're still waxing lyrical about that strike from Ramos. As Shares just gets back to his feet. 25 minutes gone. Portugal 1, Switzerland 0. Of course, the winner will face Morocco in the quarterfinals of the 2022 FIFA World Cup. After Morocco eliminated Spain. España. AB says, what you saying about Owen? What you saying, Owen, about Ramos? We'll see. We'll see. See what he does at this game. Gets a good goal. But it is funny because, and that's offside, free kick to Switzerland. It is funny because now, are people talking about Ronaldo? They still will, obviously, but not as much, because now the decision's justified, isn't it? Here's a Kanji. Travels with the ball. Fernandez on the right-hand side for Switzerland. Travels inside, gives it to Cher. Rodriguez. Vargas. Turns Dallo inside out a little bit there. Dallo's got to recover. Dallo defends really well. Diogo Dallo. Brilliant. That's what he does. Defensively, robust. Where he just needs to improve Dallo's going forward, but defensively, he's proper. Claps from the Portuguese supporters in the stadium. His share. Claps continuing. It is quite impressive, isn't it? Octavio. Here's João Felix. Pass to, I think that's Bruno Fernandes. Long ball into nowhere. Must be said that the pace of the game is still quite strange, I feel like. Switzerland still play quite slow football. Here's Granit Xhaka. Switzerland want a foul. They're not going to get it. Octavio tried a ball over the top. Nobody there. Sommer rolls out to Fernandez. Pass back to Akanji. And now to Cher. 28 minutes gone in this one. Portugal 1, Switzerland 0. Goal from Gonçalo Ramos in the 17th minute. Smashed into the roof of the net. An unlikely goal out of nowhere. Sommer. Pass down the middle to Mbolo. Oh, spins Diaz really well. Look at him go. Brilliant. Just shrugs him. There's got to be a foul. That is proper good play. Mbolo absolutely has Ruben Diaz. He was all over him and he still couldn't get past him. And Ruben Diaz is a big guy. He's struggling. Very impressive. Free kick, though, to Switzerland. Can they make something out of it? Not many people can deal with Ruben Diaz in terms of physicality there. And Bolo could. Very impressive. Shaqiri's going to stand over this one. Shaqiri stands over the free kick. Is he going to take a shot from this far out? Surely not. It's like, what, 35 yards out? I'd be really surprised if he'd take a shot, because it's going to take a lot to beat Diogo Costa, you would think, from here. A real long way out. But Shaqiri's looking at it. I'd be very, very surprised. Surely not. Here comes Shaqiri. He does try it. Oh! It wasn't far. Diogo Costa was Scrambling. And he touches it. I think it might be a good save, actually. Let's have a look. Just going wide, maybe. Does touch it, though. Doesn't take any chances, though, Costa. And it's a corner. 15 minutes left remaining in this one before half-time. Shaqiri. Ball into the box, headed away. Poor corner. Didn't even beat the first person. What a disappointment. That's got to be offside, yeah. All of the white shirts were coming back from offside position, so an offside is given. Just seeing another replay of the free kick. It's just past the post from Shaqiri. JB says, I'm conflicted. I want Bruno and Dalla to do well, but I kind of want Portugal to lose because I'm bitter about the CR situation. Man. Tywin says, Cher is playing. Yes. Do you believe in life after... Doesn't really matter. Screwed it up. Bruno with a switch. Dallo. Nice touch. Here's Bernardo Silva. Pepe. Gives it to Ruben Dias. Pepe. Bruno Fernandes. Here comes Otavia. Out to João Felix. Cuts inside on his right foot. Ball into the box. This might be it. Oh, it's just headed wide. I mean, it's Fabian Cher. I think it's come off him in the end. Look at this. Ball in. It's actually Cher. Yeah, actually just takes it off the head. It does quite well, actually, Cher. Takes it off the head of Ramos and possibly Bruno Fernandes as well at the back post. Corner ball, though. 1-0 Portugal. Portugal looking for a second one. Switzerland, I mean, they've come close, I guess, with that free kick, but nothing's really tested Costa in the Portuguese goal. Portugal, you would probably say, deserve their lead at the moment. Probably fair to say. Here comes the corner. Ball in from Bruno Fernandes. Pepe! It's 2-0. He might be 39, but he scored the second goal at the 2022 FIFA World Cup in this last 16 game against Switzerland. And Portugal are rampant. He may be approaching middle age, but now Portugal might be approaching the quarterfinals. What a header. It's a free header. It's 2-0. It's too easy. It's too easy for Portugal. CR7 or not, Portugal look to be closing in on that quarterfinal round. And Bruno, look at him. Ronaldo is even celebrating with... See, that's the annoying thing in that situation. Pepe scored and the camera's on Ronaldo. It's not about Ronaldo. It's about Pepe. He scored. He scored a World Cup at 39 years of age. How impressive is that? It's not about Ronaldo, man. Great header. It's a free header. Switzerland have to do better. Pepe's between Akanji and Cher. It's not good. It's not good defending at all. But a great header by Pepe. But it's 2-0. 33 minutes, 2-0. Game over. Only one person has scored at the World Cup that's older than Pepe. That being one Roger Miller. The dancing at the corner post. But Pepe scores. 2-0 Portugal, goals from Gonçalo Ramos. And Pepe, I don't think this one's going to extra time or penalties, folks. Because Switzerland really haven't offered all that much. It's been smooth sailing for Portugal. It's so ridiculous, isn't it, though? Like, Pepe scores. They're all celebrating, which is great. Which is fine. They're all celebrating. Cool. But Ronaldo celebrating him, and so the camera's on Ronaldo. Fine, no problem. But at the same time, then Ronaldo starts walking back up the touchline. They start zooming in on Ronaldo. Pepe's the one that scored. He's still celebrating. Here comes Portugal again. Guerrero's got plenty of space to run into. This might be any score at this point now. Gonzalo Ramos. Joao Felix. Cuts the ball back in. Nobody there at the back post. Oh, he wants a foul, Ramos. Referee says no. Referee's telling him to get up. Bruno Fernandes with another assist, by the way. Bruno Fernandes corner. Well, Switzerland changed to a back three, and it must be said, it's not worked whatsoever, really, has it? They tried the back three. Didn't work. Or isn't working. It's Vargas. Let's have a look at the stats in this one quickly. Look at Portugal. Ruthless. 4 shots, 4 on target. 55% possession. Possession doesn't matter. The real stat that matters is the scoreline, and it's Portugal 2, Switzerland 0. I mean, ironically, because the game is how it is now, Ronaldo might come on because the game's starting not to matter that much. It's Vargas. Freuler. Vargas once again. Well, Switzerland really need a goal for half-time, but they just look very static. The most impressive player for Switzerland has been Mbolo. He's actually looked like he, if he'd got the ball a bit more, he was giving Diaz some issues. Vargas. Out for a Switzerland throw-in. JB says, Owen, no judge today, please. No judge. And I don't think there's any judge in this one. I think Portugal are going through. And to be honest, what they'll be looking at, I mean, no disrespect to Morocco, but they'll be looking at thinking, well, I'll tell you what. Morocco, out of all of those quarterfinals, they'd probably say Morocco is the one they probably want the most. You know, Croatia have got experience. They'd be looking at that. They might be thinking, I'll tell you what, there's a good chance we get semi-final here. Here's Fernandes. Cuts the ball back. Costa! Oh, it's poor. Oh. Gets quite lucky in the end. It's off the line by Diogo Dalot, but Costa. Diogo Costa. I don't think he covered himself in glory. Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez crosses the ball, and Costa kind of just flaps it into a danger zone. Should be doing a lot better, the goalkeeper there. Fernandez crosses the ball in. Costa just dives at it, and he makes a mess of it, and it plumps up into the air. Marcel! Marcel, are you watching? Costa nearly cost them a goal. Here's Sommer. One of Marcel's other goalkeepers. Send Marcel another message. Costa's good. I sent him a message about 20 minutes ago saying Sommer is good, LOL. And I've just sent him another one saying Costa is good, LOL. It's not going well. We'll bring it up tomorrow morning. He's on the morning view with me tomorrow, 9 a.m. I'll ask him about the summer Costa derby that was Portugal versus Switzerland. Currently 2-0. Goals from Gonzalo Ramos and Pepe. Another nasty one on Pepe. That's the second time. Fernando Santos looks deep in thought there. Clive Tilsley just said he looks like Gordon Brown. What kind of commentary's going on there? Pepe puts the ball up the pitch. Aims for Bruno Fernandes. Goes out for a throw-in. $19 likes away, by the way, from 100. Got 5 minutes left before halftime. We can get to 100 likes. Absolutely. The aim's to get to 100 before halftime. I didn't do the poll as well. There's no point doing the poll now about who's going to advance to the quarterfinals, because we know it's going to be Portugal. Here's one. I'll put a Marcel poll in, okay? Who is better, Costa or Sommer? There you go. It's the Marcel poll is in the chat. It's João Felix. Ball out wide. Bruno Fernandes. Ball in. Oh dear, Bruno. That was a very Bruno Fernandes cross, that. Oh dear, Bruno. Oh dear, oh dear. King in the Indy says, I was interested in Unai Simon and Diogo Costa before the World Cup. No, thank you. Yeah, Simon, to be fair, he didn't have a lot to do today, but did make a couple of saves in the penalty shootout, but wasn't enough. Did make one save, excuse me, in the penalty shootout. But even his passing, for someone that's meant to be like, oh, they play out from the back, I wasn't sure about that. Akanji. His share. William says, greetings from Detroit, Michigan. Thank you for your commentary. Thank you for joining us this evening. Here's Akanji. They'll flick on. So, Shaqiri, if he feeds it, Vargas cuts it back. But what is that? Vargas tried to cut it back, but to nobody. What a waste. Oh, that is a nasty tackle on Cher. Cher's absolutely gone through João Felix. But it's a through ball. Gonzalo Ramos. Oh, it's a good save by Sommer. That is a good save. I think he might have been offside. It's a booking. No, he's booked Cher. It's a shocking tackle on João Felix. He's gone right through him. But Gonzalo Ramos is through on goal. He should score, to be honest. It's a good save from Sommer. That'll be a tick for Marcel. But just to see a replay here. Look at this tackle on João Felix. It's nasty. It's a clear yellow on João Felix. But here's Gonzalo Ramos. He's through on goal. Just tries to put it in the bottom corner. He'll be disappointed with that. Could have been 3-0. But another corner, of course, the last corner Pepe scored from. Could we get another one? Short corner this time. Otavio, ball in the box. Goes to Pepe, puts it back across goal. Bit of a mix-up. And then Bolo tried to clear it with a bit of composure, but that didn't work out. That must be said, Switzerland defensively have been shocking. It was a header across goal from Pepe, and someone looks to claim it, and I think it's Akanji heads it out of his goalkeeper's hands. Here's Guerrera. Felix. Goes all the way back to Pepe. 7 likes away from 100. Over 200 watching. We can get to 100 likes before halftime. We can hit our targets. Yes. Target's 100 before halftime. 1 minute to go. We don't know how much stoppage time is going to be added on. Otavio. Bruno Fernandes. João Felix. Felix once again. To be honest, it's probably the best Portugal have played in this tournament as well. Bernardo Silva. There you go. Hit 100 likes for half time. Superb stuff. That's the effort. That's the effort the UV community puts in. Better performance than Switzerland in this first half, I'll tell you that. Bernardo Silva. Pepe. Great touch by João Felix. Look at this. Look at him go. He's just running past the whole team. João Felix. Oh, sensational. He keeps going. João Felix, he's got options. Bruno Fernandes, is he going to take a shot? He thought about it. Tries the ball over the top. Oh, it's a waste. João Felix, poor you. That's absolutely brilliant. The close ball control from João Felix there is absolutely sensational. Maybe he is worth 100 million. Incredible. Bruno puts the ball over to Pepe. Four added minutes here. But, and João Felix, that was pretty impressive. Still not a striker. Still not what we need. We need a striker in January. Otavio goes down. Referee says no foul. I think there was 4 minutes of stoppage time being added on. Indeed. Vargas, who's asked too much of Shaqiri. That pass was from Mbolo. Very heavy one. And Switzerland really need half-time. They've been really, really poor. But goals from Ramos and Pepe, the difference as we get closer and closer to half-time. I'd be surprised if the Swiss coach doesn't make any changes here at half-time, because whatever they're trying, the tactics they're trying, it's just not working, is it? At all. Ball over the top. Cleared for another corner. Diogo Dalot is trying to run onto that one. And Pepe goes up again. Another corner. Of course, they did score from one in this first half, Pepe. And then he scored from another one. Gone short again. Bruno Fernandes. Trying to take on Vargas. Bernardo Silva. Diogo Dalot. Rafael Guerreiro. Is he going to take a shot? Takes a shot. Miles over the bar. That's why your left back shouldn't be having shots. But just, yeah, not good. Not good, that one. Pass to Fernandes. I mean, we saw Switzerland upset France last year, and I don't know if they're going to be up. I don't know if they're going to. That's good fruit ball. Oh no. Not good from Switzerland here at all. They've been really, really, really poor. Switzerland have got to do something. We're just seeing Ramos's goal. A max speed of 106 kilometers per hour. Kilometers an hour, excuse me. Wow. Rapid. The speed. The speed. It's João Felix. Felix passes it to Pepe. Diaz. Looks like the Portuguese players are just waiting for half-time in this one. And there you go, it's half-time. Half-time in this one. Portugal, CR7 who? Cristiano who? Ronaldo who? They haven't needed him in this game so far because it's Portugal 2, Switzerland 0. Gonzalo Ramos with his first international start this evening, and he's absolutely nailed it. A thunderbolt into the roof of the net for the 21-year-olds from Benfica. And then that was followed up by Pepe. Oh, talk about two ends of the spectrum. You've got the young 21-year-old in Gonzalo Ramos, scores his goal for Portugal, and then you've got the 39-year-old Pepe scoring as well. And it's 2-0 to Portugal, who seemingly are on the road to a quarter-final clash against Morocco, who put Spain out via penalties earlier today. Be sure to smash the like on the like button, guys. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. I see what the poll's saying with this one. I did put the Marcel poll in there. Who is better, Costa or Sommer? And 69% are saying Costa over Sommer. That's not surprising. 70% saying Costa over Sommer. Yeah, I think that's probably a fair one. I think that's probably a right one as well. Let's look at the stats as well as we get into halftime here. Portugal, as expected, absolutely dominated that first half in terms of attacking threat. Not in terms of possession, though. Portugal only had 53% possession in comparison to Switzerland's 47%. Portugal had 6 shots, with 5 of them being on target. Very clinical. The only shot that was off target was actually Guerrero's shot that was over the bar. In comparison, Switzerland had 4 shots, 2 on target. A couple of times Costa did look a bit shaky, must be said. Passing accuracy lower than you actually would expect probably for both sides. 83% for Portugal, 80% for Switzerland. But let's go through actually. I want to get some predictions in from all of you here as you're watching here at halftime. So now that the quarterfinal lineups are pretty much done. I mean, unless barring a real major comeback from Switzerland this evening, you would think that Portugal are going to be facing Morocco. So that's probably going to be the case, right? So let's go through and have predictions here. So in the quarterfinals, we've got the Netherlands versus Argentina. Who do we think is going to win that one? Let me know your thoughts in the live chat. For me, I said this before, it's not an anti-Argentina thing or anything like that. I think the Netherlands win that one. I think that Louis van Gaal will do what he did against the USA. And I think he'll play counter-attacking football. I think he'll play defensively robust football. So I think that the Netherlands beat Argentina and go on to the semi-finals. But I understand that quite some people are saying that they think Argentina would win that one. But I haven't been thoroughly impressed with Argentina in the same way that I was quite impressed with the Netherlands in their match against the USA. But it's a knockout football. It's a one-off match. Anything's possible. And look, Argentina have got fantastic players. But I'm going to say that I'm going to say the Netherlands win that one. What say you? So Currency's got the Dutch flag. So I'm assuming he thinks the Netherlands as well. AB says Argentina. Then I think Netherlands will win that one. I think Louis van Gaal will just have a little bit enough about him to eliminate Lionel Messi from the competition. Next quarterfinal is Croatia versus Brazil. And I think Brazil very comfortably get through that one. Very comfortably. I think that Croatia just got through against Japan on penalties. Really poor penalties by Japan. And Brazil, the squad they've got, the attacking players they've got, Neymar's on fire. You know, Richarlison's on fire. Vinicius Junior's on fire. I'm probably missing out a ton of other players as well. Casemiro was superb. They're just something else, aren't they? They really are. They're just something else. It's insane. So I think Brazil comfortably beat Croatia. England versus France. Skip that one. Portugal versus Morocco. I don't know because whilst Morocco didn't play attacking football today, I think what they did show is something really important in knockout football is defensively, they don't concede goals. Defensively, they're really robust. They'll get people behind the ball. They'll play counter-attacking football. And whilst Portugal have been impressive this first half, I wouldn't say that Switzerland have been all that. It hasn't been too difficult for Portugal. It's quarterfinal. Morocco get to a World Cup semi-final. They'd be the first African side ever to do it. So you would probably say Portugal win that one, but I wouldn't rule out Morocco making it difficult for them in that one. I really wouldn't. Again, Portugal would be expected to go through, and they probably should, but anything's possible. They got out Spain today, so I don't know. I'm not sure. I wouldn't rule it out. I wouldn't rule that one out. England versus France. Look, France are the favourites. And honestly, my prediction going into it is I think France will probably win. Just because, again, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to, in my lifetime anyway, I'm not used to England beating a big nation in a knockout tie at a World Cup, or just even in, international tournaments. We beat Germany last year, but beating that Germany in comparison to this France, different, just different kettle of fish, different gravy that. And honestly, I expect France to probably win that game. If we win, could you imagine, by the way, guys, honestly, could you imagine if we beat France and got to a semi-final and Morocco beat Portugal? And we would be facing Morocco in the semi-final of the World Cup. I'm not sure I could handle it. Honestly, I don't know if I'll be able to handle that. Because then the expectation would fully be on that. It would be incredible. Currency says, nice stream. I know. It's very, very unlikely that to happen. But that would be nuts. So just seeing a replay of Gonzalo Ramos' goal. And it's the power and pace that beats Sommer, isn't it? I think. Saying dream on, England fans. I know. But if what did Alvis say? If I can dream. Darren says Morocco played their final today. Possibly, although Croatia got to a final based on a ton of extra times and penalties. But we're just seeing Ramos' goal. And as I said, I thought the defending for Ramos' first goal was shocking as well. And we're just seeing his second chance here, where I thought he was going to take it with his right foot, takes it with his left, tries to put it in the bottom corner. Wiz has said France lost to Tunisia, Argentina to Saudi Arabia, Brazil to Cameroon. Overrated players. Wow. Nasir says United players doing well means they will be tired when they come back. Well, hopefully that's why the players that are currently out in Spain at the moment get their fitness up, because they're going to be needed, certainly. HPT with a super chat, appreciate the contribution, says Argentina, Croatia, France and Portugal. Really? So you think Argentina will beat the Netherlands? Fair enough. But you think Croatia will beat Brazil? That is a bold one. That's a very, very bold choice, that. That'd be the biggest shock out of the knockout stages easily. Nobody, I know it's Croatia, but still, this Brazil team's absolutely fantastic. France against England. And Portugal against Morocco. And again, I wouldn't be shocked if Morocco could get a victory against Portugal. I just think when it comes to knockout football, being a team that doesn't concede goals or is more than happy to sit behind the ball for 120 minutes, you never know. You just never know. Because that's what wins your tournament. Well, wins your tournament. But that's what wins your games in knockout tournaments. Eventually, they're not going to win the World Cup, Morocco. Could you imagine? But maybe one more upset than England in the semi, please. To be honest as well, it must be said, is we'll know going into that game too. I mean, obviously you can't look too far ahead of France, but we'll know who we would be facing in the semi-final if we were able to get an incredible result against France. We could be going into that France game knowing, we could be playing Morocco in the semi-final. That would be wild, absolutely wild. Nasir says Morocco have only conceded one goal, an own goal in the entire tournament. Abod says, guys, it's half-time. Indeed, it is half-time, yes. AB says, never compared De Bruyne to Bruno ever again. Well. And Mehdi says, it's coming home. Ye have little faith. Well. And JB says, Viva Morocco. Wizard says, Portugal being slept on by CR7. Attention. Very smart game plan. So basically the mindset of, let's not play him. And we'll have people talking about Ronaldo instead of talking about how well we're playing. Be sure to smash a like on the like button, guys. Got over 220 people watching live. See if we can get to 150 likes before the second half starts. Does anyone ever win those competitions that you see on the TV at halftime? Do they ever announce who wins them? It's not coming up. Have no faith. Wow, that faith was short-lived, wasn't it? Certainly. But we're a few minutes away from kickoff of the second half beginning. Portugal firmly in control. What is funny is today has followed the exact same pattern that yesterday did. Yesterday, the 3 o'clock game, Croatia versus Japan, went all the way, penalty shootout. Then the 7 p.m. game, which yesterday was Brazil-South Korea, was basically done by half-time. It was 4-0. Same in this one. Portugal-Switzerland, basically done by half-time, 2-0. Unless something crazy happens, which you never know, I suppose, but I'd be very surprised. Because I just didn't see anything from Switzerland that really convinced me in that first half. But anything's possible. It still is the World Cup. Tavern Production says it won't come home. Southgate is still the manager and Maguire is still at the back. I keep getting reminded of Maguire and Mbappe. Same pitch. Bit concerning, bit worrying. Has Maguire ever played against Mbappe? He has, hasn't he? The following season. Yeah. HPT says, for the first time in World Cup history, I think the final will be the same two teams as last time. France versus Croatia. I'd be very surprised. That would be surprising. I think the final I think most people are expecting is France versus Brazil, isn't it? That's the odds favourite. JB says, Owen, I think you're the common denominator. The judge is judging. Honestly, don't even get me started because I'm worried when it comes to the England game. Obviously, we're going to be watching it in the studio on Saturday, and I know the record, the record for just games in that studio. And make no mistake, if we go out, I'll be like, oh, it's because I'm doing it there. Could you imagine? I'm trying not to think about it too much. I'm trying not to think about the judge too much because I believe. And you know what's funny as well? I've got friends at home, and I see you're in a couple of group chats, and people are trying to already organise where they're watching the game and all that kind of stuff. And I saw some people in one of these chats saying, "Oh, I'm going to watch it here," or "I've watched all of the games here, and I don't want to jinx it." And I looked at it and went, jinx it. Like any of that stuff matters. And I'm doing the same thing here. I'm going, oh, where am I going to watch it? I don't want to jinx it. It's just, when it's someone else, you go, oh, you don't have it. Maybe we're just all naturally arrogant that we feel like we have an effect on a World Cup game, right? We're that important. I don't know. Darren says, oh, Portugal reached the final. CR7 starts or no? I would think not. I would think you'd probably go with what works, right? So in this case, if you get to the final because Ramos has been scoring goals, you stick with what works. But, Ronaldo could still come on this game and score goals. Again, for this game, Switzerland had switched to a back three of Rodriguez, Cher and Akanji, with fullbacks of Freuler and Fernandez, a midfield three of Sal, Vargas and Xhaka, and kind of a front two of Shaqiri and Embolo, and it just has not worked at all. I mean, really at all. We're just a couple minutes away from the second half starting. I would think it's going to be probably quite pedestrian, a bit like the Brazil game yesterday. The second half just about to start. Well, that was quick. Fabian Scher's come off at half-time for Switzerland. So waiting for the referee to blow the whistle. And we'll get the second half underway. Come on, refs. Jeez. Taking their time, haven't they? Hammer off. Second half is underway. It is always funny, that person at pitch side that basically has their hand up like this and tells the referee when they can kick off. Because basically they're saying, every single broadcaster's back. Go. Steffi Jenks, big up the mods, says, the judge is real. You'd never know. United loses when I'm not watching. Well, Everyone contributes in their own way. Maybe it's a case of sort of negative and positive judge sort of counterbalancing each other. Maybe that's what it is. Everyone has their individual judge, and it kind of just merges together. Pepe passes it back to Costa in goal. Costa puts the ball up the pitch. Flick on. Oof, that was close. Passes it back to Sommer. It was a short pass. Just about reaches Fernandes. My goodness. Here is Fernandes for Switzerland. Robert Lee says, don't see much of Flex. Is he doing many reports? Well, he's out there at the moment. He's been to, I mean, how many games have there been at this World Cup? 54. He's been to a good chunk of them. Flex has been a busy man doing stuff on DR Sports. Be sure to check out. I mean, I saw him interviewing the Moroccan fans today. You want to check that all out? It's all on DR. But still checking in with some Manchester United news when he can. I'm sure he will in the next couple of days. Of course, the World Cup goes on hiatus for 2 days. What are we going to do? There's no football for 2 whole days. Well, not exactly true, because tomorrow, Manchester United have a friendly. So we'll be live once again tomorrow for a match view from UVHQ. But it's a throw-in to Portugal. A Swiss throw-in. JB says Flex is probably the reason why there's been so many upsets at this World Cup. Here comes Bernardo Silva running down the left-hand side. Puts the ball, or attempted to put the ball into the box. Deflects off a Kanji for a corner to Portugal. Hits him right in the face. Pow, right in the kisser. I did say in the first half, and it's still the same in the second half, the atmosphere is very flat. Corner to Portugal. Carvalho in the box, amongst others. Noise from the crowd. Ball in. Oh, nearly falls to João Felix at the back. Now, you would say if Switzerland can get a goal, then maybe we've got a bit of a game on. We've got some counter-attack stuff happening, but I just don't see any impetus or want or desire from Switzerland. Akanji wins the header against Bruno Fernandes. Palmeiras says, might be compared to Morocco, their fans will go. Maybe it is just that. You know, it might be that. I mean, that Moroccan atmosphere was incredible. There have been some atmospheres in this tournament that have been really good. Morocco, Argentina, Brazil have brought some real proper crowds of them. Costa passes it out to Diaz, who tried to pass it to, I think that's Bruno Fernandes, goes out for a throw-in. Ronaldo warming up on the sideline. HBT's got his predictions in. Appreciate the contribution as always. Says Argentina to win 1-0 against the Netherlands. Croatia, now you're being silly. 4-0 Croatia against Brazil. That hopium is strong. Strong hopium. You need to wean you off of that gradually. France 5-1 against England. And then 1-1 with Portugal and Morocco. But Portugal to win 3-2 on penalties. I tell you what, remember it. Clip it. Because if that happens, we need to have a serious talk with HBT about how he's a time traveller. He's like Phil from the future. Is Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. Ball into the box. Aim for Ramos. Comes out for Dallo. Diogo Dallo. Ball into the box. It's going to be 3-0. 3-0. It's another goal for Ramos. Ramos might be the truth. It's an assist for Diogo Dallo. And it's 3-0 to Portugal. And Cristiano Ronaldo who? Cristiano Ronaldo what? It's 3-0 to Portugal. And Ramos Take a closer look. The 21-year-old playing for Benfica's got 2 goals. It's 3-0 against Switzerland. He's going to start in the quarterfinal, no doubt about that. Wow, wow, wow. He can't believe it. Look at the smile. Assist this evening for Bruno Fernandes and Diogo. That's really good from Diogo Dalot, actually. Really, really good. Just gets a little flick on it, Ramos, and it goes through the keeper's legs. Look at it. Just gets a touch through the keeper's legs. 3-0 to Portugal. Keeper, close your legs. You prevent it from going in. But Ramos. Look at the Swiss fans crying. And they should. They're being humiliated by Ramos. And another assist for Diogo Dalot. World class assist. Who says Dalot needs to improve his attacking game? I say we might need to give Ramos a look. January, Ramos, 21 years old, Benfica, proper centre forward. Link up with Bruno, link up with Dalot. The connections are already there. Idik, if you're watching, it's clear, eh? It's clear. Thank you, please. 3-0. 52 minutes gone and Portugal have booked their place in the quarterfinals. And to think, last summer there was actual discussion about should we get rid of Diogo Dalot. Because he's not going to play because Aaron Wan-Bissaka's got the position held down. Wow. And this is Portugal making a statement. Portugal. Knockout football is ruthless. 3-0. And it could be any score. João Felix moves to the ball. João Felix takes a shot. Bruno Fernandes has got his arms in the air. He wanted the pass. It did get a touch. Should be a corner. Here's a corner. I've already scored from 1 in this game. Bruno Fernandes and Diogo Dalot are on fire. I keep saying Manchester United is going to win the World Cup. Man United's going to win the World Cup. Portugal-Brazil final. Bruno Fernandes with the corner. Ball whipped in. It's Pepe again. Oh, they were trying to claim a handball for a second there. I think João Felix was. João Felix. It doesn't hit his hand. Hit him where it hurts. Right in the groin. 2 substitutes for Switzerland. Not sure they're going to do much work. Daz says, I'll be shocked if we don't have a few players in the final. You'd think, wouldn't you? At this point, you'd think we probably will. Given how some of our players are playing, I keep saying, Erik ten Hag's fingerprints are all over this World Cup. All over it. And hopefully it's just use it to a bit of momentum for United to come back and be in great form. Confidence. And same with Ramos as well. He's played like 43 games for Benfica, 20 goals. Nearly a goal every 2 games. And he's not even at his peak yet. Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out. That's all I'll say. Bruno and Dalot link up. And João Felix if he comes in. Could you imagine that, actually? Legitimately, if we bought João Felix and Ramos, we got like 4 Portuguese players in our team. Just a hybrid of the Netherlands and Portugal. Here they come again. João Felix, if he reverse passes, it's through on goal. Fantastic goal. It's brilliant. It's Rafael Guerreiro. It's 4-0. An absolute brilliant goal from Portugal. They're ripping Switzerland limb from limb. This is magic. Ronaldo's not playing. They've scored 4 goals. Absolutely sensational. Like a knife through butter. Viva la raza. Guerreiro scores. Incredible. This could be any score at this point. You've got João Felix running through the entire team. It's a joy to watch. It just is. Look at the link-up play. Look at it. Brilliant pass by Ramos. That's an assist. Brilliant. Great finish as well. Look at this. Otavio, fantastic. And it's a great finish by Guerrero. Soma tries to keep himself big and it just goes over it. (4-0). 56 minutes, 4-0. See if we can get to 150 likes, by the way, guys. 24 likes to go to 150. If you haven't already, click that like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Remember, we'll be live tomorrow 9 a.m. for the morning view. Then we'll also be live 6:30 p.m. for the match view. Live from UVHQ, Manchester United versus Cadiz. Here come Switzerland, Mbolo. I don't actually know if he's touched the ball in this second half. But this is a statement from Portugal. The one thing you would say, and again, I don't know if this is Ronaldo's attitude because we know what he's like when it comes to his arrogance. Let's call it what it is. If I was him and I'd think, look, I'm 37, I'm desperate to win the World Cup. This team is battering Switzerland. I know it's Switzerland and they're not playing well, but they're battering them 4-0. You know what? Screw it. I'll just be 4-1. 4-1. It's goals galore. Akanji. No celebration. The comeback is on. That just came out of nowhere. It was a corner ball. Ball put in. Akanji just peels off to the back post. Taps it into an empty net. It's shocking. Ramos with the assist. He knocks it over Pepe's head. And there's Akanji back post. Doesn't matter. 57 minutes. Portugal 4, Switzerland 1. Get another. Put some pressure on. Like a Swiss Army knife through butter. That's what that was. So Ramos has got 2 goals, an assist, and a reverse assist. What a game he's having. Maybe that brings his price down a little bit. But goals galore in this one. 5. Have Switzerland woke up at all, or is this just a consolation? I mean, because to be honest, even if they got a second, you'd be like, well, still 2 goals. Fernando Santos not happy, the Portuguese coach. He's like, I'm going to have to bring on Cristiano. Are they saying that's a foul? Comer's been booked. Not sure what for. Trying to see a replay and who it was on. Who was it on? It was on Bruno Fernandes. Is that a booking? I don't know if that's a booking. It's very, very harsh. It's João Felix. Throw in to Portugal. Currency says Portugal's still going to score more. You'd think so, wouldn't you? You'd think that they probably will. Pepe. Here's Pepe once again. Ball over the top. But they want to get back their 4-goal margin, I think. There's still plenty of subs to come on too. Is Rodriguez. That Switzerland goal came out of nowhere, didn't it? I think I was talking. Oh yeah, I was talking about Ronaldo. I was saying that if you were looking at this performance, you go, actually, this side could win the World Cup, and I just want to be a part of that. I just want to have that medal at this point. Here's Xhaka. Rodriguez. Crowd's chanting for Ronaldo. Crowd chanting for Ronaldo. Doesn't matter. They're 4-1 up without him. He's probably going to come on though. I tell you what, if Fernando Santos had balls, he'd bring one with 2 minutes left. See what happens. Of course, Man United are in negotiations, seemingly, to extend Diogo Dalot's contract. Gotta do it soon, because Dalot's just getting better and better and better. What a player. Corner to Switzerland. If they score from this, who knows? Akanji's got 1 goal. Can he get another? Ball in. Headed away by Diaz. Ball headed back in. And nobody there. Crowd still chanting for Ronaldo. Well, he's still on the bench. He doesn't look like he's coming on anytime soon. The crowd can chant, but Fernando Santos doesn't look like he's going to bring him on. What's going on now? They're booing. Are they booing because he's not bringing him on? What ridiculous. Here's Xhaka. Fernando Santos trying to shout instructions to his team. It's crazy what's going on, by the way. They're shouting at Ronaldo and they're booing because he's not coming on. Crazy. Fernandez, ball in. Cleared by Pepe. They're coming forward a little bit more, Switzerland. Like I said, if they can get another one, then we'll talk. Well, that might be a foul. Shaqiri with a foul on Guerrero. Steffi Jenks says, big up Owen, free seats. Don't forget to show your love and support. Subscribe to his channel at Owen Wrestle News 365. Close to 10k subscribers. Yes. Yes. On our road to 10k. If you love the grapples, if you love the world of wrestling, if you've got a mind of a 5-year-old like me, never grew out of it, you can come on my channel and talk about the graps. Talk about wrestling. It was a free kick by Diogo Costa, which threw out for a throw-in. Not ideal. That's a throw to Portugal. 63 minutes gone. Portugal 4, Switzerland 1. crowd chanting Ronaldo again. Oh my goodness. That's such a weird situation, isn't it? That's such an odd situation. The crowd screaming Ronaldo and basically... How many people are inside that stadium? Is it like 60,000, something like that? He just ignored every one of them. Oh, it's got to be a foul. Free kick to Switzerland. Takes it quickly. Dilver says, where's Marcel? I don't know. I would assume at home watching this game. He did say that he was watching Portugal next. I tell you where he will be tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. He'll be here live on United View for the morning view. Slow clap. I tell you what's an opportunity. Mbolo. Oh, he just got absolutely kicked by William Carvalho. Here comes Switzerland with Vargas. There's a bit of room. Fernandez. Shaqiri. It might be offside. That's a bit tight there. Corner ball. Corner to Switzerland. Get a second. Get another one. And the comeback will be on. I tell you, if this ended 4-4, I don't know what I'd do with myself. Shaqiri. Oh, what a waste. He's absolutely blasted it. He's looking at the pitch. Nothing to do with the pitch, mate. That was just rubbish. We're 14 likes away from 150 likes, by the way, guys. If you haven't already, click the like button. King of the Indies says Santos has nerves of steel. Vargas is off for Switzerland. Okafor is on. Plays for RB Salzburg. I mean, the crowd's been loudest when they've been chanting for Ronaldo. Oh, here's João Felix. He's through. Gonzalo Ramos. He's got a hat-trick. I don't believe it. The 21-year-old has scored a hat-trick. The first hat-trick of these World Cup finals has been scored by Gonzalo Ramos. Oh my goodness. The 21-year-old, he plays for Benfica. He comes in for Ronaldo. He scores a hat-trick. He has officially arrived on the major stage. There might be a check at home, but we'll have to wait and see. But what a finish. Just dinks it over Sommer. It's 5-1. And oh my goodness me. Do we make an offer? Do we make a call? Benfica, we need a striker. Dallo, is he any good? Man, I think he is pretty good. Bruno, is he any good? He is quite good, actually. He scored a hat-trick at the World Cup. How much do you want? My, oh my. Ramos with his third of the game. It's so simple. Bruno Fernandes goes up for a header. João Felix. Just boom, there you go. Puts it on a plate for him. Little dink over the top. Oh, it's such a good finish. Goalkeeper comes out, dink. See you later. Bye, Jan Sommer. See you next summer. Superb. The ball's running away from him as well. Brilliant. Does he have a release clause? Does he have a release clause? 67 minutes gone. Portugal 5. Switzerland 1. 3 goals for Gonzalo Ramos. 2 assists. Oh, wow. Again, his record at Benfica's good. I guess he was there when Darwin Núñez was there too. Sometimes it's not the person at the front that you should be worried about. It's the shadow. Lurking in the shadows, whilst Darwin Núñez was doing his thing in the shadows, there was Gonzalo Ramos. He was waiting. He was growing. He was maturing. And maybe now he's arrived. Idic, call up your Portuguese contacts. JB says, do a poll. I live to serve. Come on. Put it in the chat. I've asked the community. Should United sign Ramos? Put it up there. Eric, if you're watching. Idic, if you're watching, it's clear. It's clear, eh? It's clear, that's it. Carvalho. Switch by Bernardo Silva. Oh, if this goes in. Oh, unlucky Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it would have been the goal of the tournament. That would have been incredible. Switch by Bernardo Silva. Oh, and it's just, it would have been amazing. Guerrero puts it across goal with a first-time volley and Bruno nearly reaches it. It'd have been incredible. Unlucky Bruno Fernandes. When you make big decisions, they pay off. He dropped Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the greatest players of all time, the GOAT, whatever you want to call it, and you've won 5-1. And not only have you won 5-1, the striker, which you've put in instead of Ronaldo, scored a hat-trick and got an assist. Holy effing shit. Oh my God. Ball in. Cleared by Pepe. United can be the perfect hybrid of Portuguese and Dutch magnificence. Zin Vinales says Ramos was born in the dark. 45 votes. 81% say United should sign Ramos. Of course. It's clear, eh? It's clear, please. Well, the thing is now, like, you'd probably put on Ronaldo because you can take off someone that's got a, scored a hat-trick. But to be honest, when it comes to Ramos, keep him on because he's in the conversation now when it comes to Golden Ball for the tournament, isn't he? 3 goals, he's right up there. Ball in. And it's a Portugal goal kick. Does Ronaldo even get on at this point? Because if he didn't start because the coach is making a point, i.e., you reacted badly in the last game, you were disrespectful, so you're not going to start. Now does he really turn the knife? You know what I mean? Now does he nearly turn the knife and go, right, I'm fully in control of this situation. I'm really punishing you. You're not coming on at all. And, let's face it, if you came on, there's a chance you'd score in this game because Switzerland are rubbish. He's not starting the next game. Gonzalo Ramos continues. Imagine they drop Ronaldo or João Felix with a little flick. That'd have been amazing. Imagine he drops Ronaldo and with Gonzalo Ramos scoring goals, they win the World Cup. Could you imagine? It'd be sensational. Oh, I think Ronaldo's coming on. The stadium's just gone mental. You know what? It must be said. Like, literally, that's the loudest the stadium's been. Seriously. The loudest the stadium's been, Ronaldo's coming on the pitch. There's been 6 goals. There's been 6 goals in the match. We've seen great football. Come on, guys. I understand you want to watch the greatest player ever, but wow. Fernando Santos is waving. And here he comes, Cristiano Ronaldo. Look at him. A smug look on his face, listening to the noise coming on. That's for me. It's for me. I'm coming on. Pepe giving Ronaldo the armband. Gonzalo Ramos comes off. Otavio, João Felix. And Ronaldo walks onto the pitch. Crowd goes crazy. We'll see what happens. Ronaldo's on. And on comes Vitinha and Ricardo Horta. Cap number 195 for Ronaldo. It looks like they don't know who's coming off. What's going on? It's taking a while. But the hat-trick hero's off. Gonzalo Ramos. Ronaldo's on. Will Ronaldo get his goal? He's not going to start the next match. It's Carvalho. He's just put it out for throwing. I think Speed is in the crowd, isn't he? I saw that. So I guess he finally gets to watch him. Which is good for him, I suppose. The thing is as well, you know for a fact that Piers Morgan's now going to do a... tweet going... The fans get it, or the fans understand. 5-1, man. The guy who replaced him scored a hat-trick. Or the response will be, Ronaldo would have got 4 or 5. Hat-trick, Ronaldo would have got 2 hat-tricks by now. Ronaldo would have scored 9 goals by this point. It's Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo. That's got to be a foul, surely, on Bernardo Silva. Free kick given over. Who's going to take it? Ronaldo's going to take it. Are we going to get a rare Ronaldo free kick goal? Did score one for United last season. I agree, King of the Indies. I think it has been Portugal's best performance of the tournament so far. Certainly sending out a message. And what would be interesting would be if, you know, had he, if this was a bit of a tighter game, say this was 2-1, would he have brought Ronaldo on? Ronaldo standing over the free kick. So is Bruno Fernandes, but there's no way that Ronaldo doesn't take this one. It's Ronaldo. It's into the wall. Of course it is. Guerrero. Guerrero once again. 76 minutes gone. Portugal 5, Switzerland 1. 6 likes away from 150, guys. So if you haven't already, click that like button. Be sure to subscribe as well, bottom right-hand corner. But the poll is in the chat as well. Should United sign Ramos, the hat-trick hero? 79% of you say yes. The irony that would be involved in that. He was replaced in the Portugal side, Ronaldo, by Ramos. He could be replaced by United by Ramos. Oof. Carvalho's ball back to Costa was a bit short, and he just did enough. Here's Xhaka. I forgot Xhaka was even playing. Xhaka on the ball once again. But it looks, well, it is going to be Portugal versus Morocco. As Steffi Jenks says, not even 150 likes. What is this? Click that like button. Rodriguez for Switzerland. Passes it out to Akanji. Of course, the goal scorer for Switzerland in this game, their sole goal, come from Akanji from a corner. Here's Carvalho. Easily dispossessed by Mbolo. Is Shaqiri, who, to be honest, has been really rubbish in this game. Shaqiri's been really bad. Shaqiri tries to force the ball through. Carvalho clears. Throw into Switzerland. Tried to deliver the ball in the box by Fernandes. Cleared. And I think Akanji wins that header next to Ronaldo. Wins the second header as well. Here's Fernandes once again. And that's an offside. So a free kick to Portugal. So it looks like the final game of the last 16 of the FIFA 2022 World Cup in Qatar is ending with a bit of a bang. Wow, or you could say a bit of a whimper. But Portugal 5, Switzerland 1. Very impressive performance by Portugal. Of course, if you missed it earlier today, Spain are out, losing on penalties to Morocco. Oh, look at that composure. Oh, brilliant. By Switzerland, still travelling with the ball. Fantastic. Puts out to Shaqiri. Plays him through. Shaqiri. Good pass. Mbolo goes for a scissor kick. A bicycle kick goes wide. Kind of flicked up and he managed just to athletically be like, oh, I'm going to go for a scissor kick. Is he given a corner? Did it get a deflection off Diogdalo? Thomas says Benfica is ready to sweeten Ramos' deal, so I wouldn't get too excited. Well, probably picks up the phone, doesn't he? I mean, even for Ramos as well, he'd probably just be suddenly 1 million clubs across Europe want him. Shaqiri, ball into the box. Headed over by Granit Xhaka. Less than 10 minutes to go. Portugal 5, Switzerland 1. Here's a question for the live chat. Now that we've seemingly got our quarterfinals sorted, who's had the most impressive performance in the last 16 for you? Which team has impressed you the most? Ruben Neves is on for Bernardo Silva. But it would mean that Granit Xhaka's back. Ronaldo went for the header, missed it. It's Sommer. Passes it out wide to Fernandez. Foul by Guerrero on Shaqiri, so it's a free kick to Switzerland. Dasweet says Brazil was the most impressive in the last 16. CH says England. King of the Indies says Portugal, Brazil, and England in that order. Is Ricardo Rodriguez. Ball into the box. Headed away by Pepe. Bruno Fernandes is down. That's not good. Just gets a little knock on the top of his foot. Be careful with Bruno. Take him off. Substitute. Wrap him in cotton wool. Nothing silly. Poor pass there. Ronaldo. He nearly raced clear, but he didn't get there in the end. Caramel with the super chat says, wow, Portugal have looked terrible since the subs. Wonder what happened. Wow, come on. You tell me. I think also as well the game's over. It's lost a lot of the pace and intensity in it, certainly. Carvalho, Ronaldo, it's got to be offside. Ronaldo's through on goal. It's through on goal. He's got to be offside. He scored. Flag will be up. It was definitely offside. It was miles offside. I mean, there's barely a Swiss player in their half, but yeah, he was miles offside. It was more with Sommer as well. Sommer's keeping this evening has been rubbish. Not sure, Marcel. As I agree with Ensing. I think that I don't think Portugal have dropped off because Ronaldo has come on. I think they've dropped off because it's 5-1 and he came on in the 70th minute and the game's over. You don't go hell for leather for the entire game because it's silly, because you've got to play again in what they play on Saturday, like England. Have not been impressed by Sommer at all, by the way. He's been poor. Speaking of which, here's Sommer on the ball. Here's Xhaka. Here's Switzerland on the attack again. Cuts back inside. Easily blocked. Good defending, actually. It might have been Diaz. Bruno Fernandes. It was a block by Bruno. It was blocked by Bruno. Bruno and Dallo teaming up. Manchester United connection. Less than 5 minutes remaining. Still 5-1 to Portugal. If you're just joining us, goals from Gonzalo Ramos. A hat-trick for the 21-year-old that replaced Cristiano Ronaldo this evening. Also goals from Pepe from a corner and Rafael Guerreiro too. Here's Dallo. Carvalho. Ruben Neves. Pepe. Looks like another substitute's going to come on for Portugal. Good play over the top. It might be Ronaldo. Oh, it's good defending. It's good for just does enough. It's Comet just manages to hook it so it bounces off Ronaldo for a Switzerland goal kick. And Bruno Fernandes is coming off. Look at that. Pressures applied. Bruno Fernandes 69. The only person close to that was Bernardo Silva on 52. Nobody has pressed more. Bruno Fernandes pressed 17 times more than anyone else on the pitch. The Erik ten Hag effect. Pressure. He's always been a good presser, Bruno. He's always thrown it in. But when you have a controlled press, a coordinated press, Bruno Fernandes. Is man of the match voted on by fans, by the way? Because if it is, there's a real possibility Ronaldo might get man of the match. Even though it should be Ramos. Ball in. Over the head of Ronaldo, out for a throw-in. Got to be Ramos. Leao is on as well. Pepe. Dallo. Dallo's done very well. Obviously replacing Cancelo. Got an assist. Excellent. Been excellent defensively too. Is Carvalho. Diaz. Guerreiro looking to take it past the oncoming Akanji. Isn't able to. Ball over the top. Headed by Diaz. Diaz actually puts out for a throw-in. Mbolo comes off for Switzerland. On comes Jashari. In the final few minutes of Switzerland's World Cup campaign, they are going home. I would do a poll for man of the match, but for whatever reason, the polls have changed here on YouTube that you can only do like 2 options. For what I don't know how to do multiple options anymore. It's changed. It's Seferovic for Switzerland. Shaqiri puts the ball across to Ricardo Rodriguez. Is Mbolo. It's not Mbolo, it's gone off. Switzerland on the attack once more. A rare attack. And there is only one man of the match. As Daz says, it's Ramos. Ramos is the man of the match. Xhaka. Good tackle. And then come Portugal looking for a counter-attack. Ronaldo dispossessed by Akanji. Ball attempted over the top. Dallo's been brilliant. Oh, it's an opportunity. There's a chance for Okafor, but the flag is up. It was a good block by Pepe anyway. He's been brilliant as well, Pepe, in fairness. He's miles offside as well. I mean, a country mile offside. Four minutes of added time, though. course, remember, Ronaldo's never scored a goal in the knockout stages. But 3.5 minutes remain of the 4 as Portugal cruise towards the quarterfinals. Dallo. Is Pepe. Vitinha. Ronaldo. Dallo. Is Diaz. Guerrero tries the ball over the top. Little 1-2. Leao. Leao might be through here. Cuts back inside. Leao takes a shot. Oh, it's gone in. It's 6. I mean, if that's either it's an unbelievable goal or a deflection, but it might be an absolutely fantastic goal. It's 6-1. They've hit him for 6. It's embarrassing. Rafael Leao comes on and gets a goal. Portugal, it's a team to be reckoned with. Oh dear, oh dear. 6 of the best. Hit them for 6. Switzerland go home beaten and battered. Incredible. I thought it got a deflection because Sommer just didn't move. I want to see a replay of this. It's his second goal in 4 World Cup appearances. Leao also been linked to United, of course. Currently at AC Milan. His contract expires in the summer, I think it is. Let's have a look at this. Little give and go. Cuts back inside. Oh no, it's just a great goal. No deflection. There's no deflection. There's no deflection. There's no deflection. It's just rubbish goalkeeping. Sommer just decides to get down to one knee. I thought with the way that Sommer was reacting, there had to be a deflection. You see the replay. There's no deflection. Sommer's rubbish. He's terrible. Marcel, where are you? Oh, my God. Rafael Leao scores a great goal, but Sommer just decided just to go down on his knees. Rafael Leao makes it 6-1 to Portugal. Oh, dear, Marcel. I'll send him another message. Not only did I say Sommer is good, LOL, I've now responded with Sommer is shit. Because he is rubbish. Here's Ronaldo. Vitinha. Heavy pass. Goes out for a goal kick. It's a corner though. 30 seconds remain in this one. Portugal absolutely dominating. Vitinha stands over the corner. Vitinha, ball in. Oof. It was nearly Diaz that was kicked in the head by Carvalho. Free kick. As we're entering the last kick of the game. But 6-1. Wow. And there you go. Game over. It's Portugal 6, Switzerland 1. And absolutely dominated. Absolutely dominated Switzerland have been. Gonzalo Ramos gets a hat-trick. The first hat-trick of this World Cup. Got other goals from Pepe, Rafael Guerrero, and also Rafael Leao in the last couple of minutes of injury time as well. Absolutely sensational. Ronaldo dropped and 6 goals scored. Pretty impressive, certainly. But everyone's going to be talking about Gonzalo Ramos. Absolutely incredible. And now the quarterfinals are set. The quarterfinal bracket has been completed. It is the Netherlands versus Argentina, Croatia versus Brazil, England versus France, and Morocco versus Portugal. One of those 8 teams will win the FIFA World Cup, will be crowned the world champions. Will it be the Netherlands? Will it be Argentina? Will it be Croatia? Will it be Brazil? Will it be England? Or will it be France? Or will it be Morocco or Portugal? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below if you're watching late, or if you're watching this just now, you can let me know as I wrap things up. But be sure to smash a like. on the like button as well. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. A reminder, I'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. with the aforementioned Marcel for the morning view. We're going to talk about the goalkeeping situation. We're going to talk about plenty of Manchester United news. We'll also be live tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. with a Manchester United match view live from UVHQ. It'll be Manchester United versus Cadiz. So we'll have another match view tomorrow. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Have a great Tuesday evening, and I'll speak to you again very soon. Peace.